of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi gave up a successful legal career to fight for justice on a much larger scale. Yet, his articulation like a lawyer was evident in his advocacy for the great causes he took up. His first satyagraha in India at Champaran was launched for securing justice for the poor farmers exploited by indigo planters. As part of the satyagraha, Gandhiji and his associates like Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who was also a lawyer, prepared detailed documents concerning each and every farmer. This systematic and voluminous documentation prepared over several days strengthened the satyagraha, forcing the government to decide in favor of the farmers. Thus, Gandhiji blended compassion with legal acumen and won several battles against the most powerful empire the world has ever seen. This blend of compassion and legal expertise is a formula for success, which also contains sensitivity and fairness. This can be a template for a legal professional who wants to have a meaningful and successful career and life. Our Constitution contains the ideal of our freedom struggles, namely justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. The ideal of equality enshrined in the preamble and fundamental rights also finds expression in one of the directive principles of state policy concerning delivery of justice. The directive seeks to provide equal justice and free legal aid. It makes the state responsible to ensure that opportunities for securing justice are not denied to any citizen by reason of economic or other disabilities. The vision statement of your institution also underlined a particular focus on social justice to the marginalized communities. Unfortunately, a poor person does not get the same access to justice as a rich person. This unfair situation must change for the better. I expect your generation of legal professionals to be the change agents. Dear students, advocates are officers of the courts. As advocates, you will have a duty to assist the court in dispensing justice apart from taking care of the interest of your clients. Many of you may be joining corporate entities or legal firms as advisors of associates. It is your duty to give your advice in line with high ethical standards. Whatever role you choose as a legal professional, always stick to the values of integrity and courage. Speaking truth to power makes you more powerful. I have observed that girl students have outnumbered boys as medal winners. Although the total number of girl students who received degrees today is a little less than that of the boys, I have seen this pattern across many institutions of higher education. This demonstrates that despite several limitations which they still have to face, our daughters are making us proud with their excellence. I convey my special appreciation for the girl students in today's convocation. I also expect these girls to help and empower their other women and girls who are underprivileged. NALSA has taken lead in several areas. In today's convocation, members of bar and bench are gathered here. Every segment of the society is a stakeholder in promoting safety of women. I urge upon NALSA, including its alumni, to enlist the support of all stakeholders, and help in setting up a nationwide network of women advocates and law students. This network will work with the mandate to make concerted efforts to prevent atrocities against women and deal with cases of such atrocities. Dear students, I am sure you will utilize your education in NALSAR as an effective instrument of social justice and development. With this approach, you will add meaning to your success. You will also have the satisfaction of making contribution to our national goals. I wish you a very bright future. Thank you. Thank you all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Please rise for the national anthem.